Number one Ibble Dibble here. Hello, friends. I hope you're feeling lobotomized today because I'm continuing my review of With Love, Meghan, Episode 2, The Mindy Project. You know, the one where Mork tells Mindy he wants a job? I mean, the one where Meghan projects her insecurities onto Mindy. I mean, the one where Meghan acts like Mindy's 3 historic estates in Malibu, Beverly Hills, and Hancock Park are the projects. That one. One thing I genuinely do like about this show is the standard 80s sitcom style open, featuring stills of exaggeratedly faked smiles cut with super basic graphic transitions. Megan's creepy smiles really gaze into my soul and ask me, hostage or terrorist? Isn't it incredible when a smile alone shows us both? Megan never got a lot of work because she wasn't a very good actress, but I think her agents never really sent her out for the right typecast. She's the creepy female ensemble character with 2.5 lines in a Tarantino movie. She's a recurring background in Westworld. But I still think the opening could be improved while remaining dated and buoyant enough to suit Meghan. And that would be by forcing all of the guests to star in Fresh Prince-esque raps about how their lives, wherever they're from, got flip turned upside down and they ended up in Montecito. Actually, I think that would just be a better show, period. Someone call Allison Williams' ex-husband. Megan greets us in a hilarious outfit for cooking, and I am going to do a rank video for her cooking show fashions, so stay tuned. I don't know if she believes she needs a certain number of minutes of screen time to properly merch, and that's why, but she also chooses not to wear an apron most of the time. Megan, as we've seen, is not a very skilled cook. I wonder if she approached this like a movie and had 6 backup versions of the exact same outfit ready for every scene. I mean, she probably has them anyway to sell in her eBay store. The first thing she makes in this episode is a frittata, which honestly doesn't look great to me. Zucchini and chèvre? No, not for me. She shares coffee with the director, Michael, and he gets a little weird about it.
Like you're not only preparing stuff for Mindy, but you're involved in here.
What do you think? Does he have to couch all of his direction in sugary compliments for the Duchess? Knowing with her personality disorder, she takes any constructive criticism as an attack and is only motivated to act in any way in exchange for pretty extreme adulation. That's got to be it, right? He's just trying to not get fired. You couldn't possibly be vibing with her, could he? And she says,
hostessing doesn't stop at one person. It's the spirit of it. Cheers.
I always find these sorts of reactions to perfunctory courtesies really off-putting. Michael is there to direct the episode, not to learn from the grandmaster guru of very real hostessing. The proper response is not a dictum about hostessing. The correct response is just, my pleasure. About 3 minutes in, we get the very weird and now famous,
it's not my perfume that's bringing them all in. My bacon brings all the boys to the yard.
Which everyone just seems to find a dated déclassé reference. But why is no one acknowledging the very next lines of the song? The lyrics are, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. Meghan chooses cutesy little vintage bops for her soundtrack. Oh, baby, won't you be mine? But when she mentions or sings her own actual favorite songs, they're all dumb pop songs about being better than other bitches. It's so sad. Then again, maybe it was only on her mind because she came across Khalees's 2017 cookbook, My Life on a Plate, while searching famous milkshake recipes to plagiarize as part of some clapback to the missing her jet to Invictus for milkshakes controversy. They probably decided it was better just to not remind everyone, but I think she should own it. That's the most epic, sorry I'm late, I didn't want to be here excuse I've ever heard, ever. Nothing says I hate parenting more than driving an hour and a half round trip to buy something with 3 ingredients you can make at home in a blender in 2 minutes because you'd rather be rid of your children for an hour and a half and feed them toxic junk than share your own little childhood recipe with them, the one you shared on Instagram before you met Harry. And nothing says, I hate my husband's friends and I want them to hate me so I never get invited to this shit again. Like using that as an excuse to show up a day late. Subtweeting her own family is a theme in this episode. First, she mentions how she's so fast at making breakfast because she can't wait to get her kids out of the house.
The mornings are fast. Gotta get the kids to school. So I think that's why I'm comfortable with this pace.
This isn't the first time she said this either. She went on about it for some time on her Archetypes episode featuring Pamela Adlin.
You know, part of the labels that we're talking about, this idea of what it means to be a good mom or like the Stepford wife, all of these different archetypes where you feel this pressure to have to be a mom or a wife or a partner in a certain way, and then the mom shaming that comes with it oftentimes.
How do you do it? Like, I'd want to knock on other moms' doors when they were making breakfast before school. Like, how is it in your home? Like, is it crazy like it is in my home? Like, that morning rush, like, that's what I call it.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, so the morning rush, I'm sure it'll only get more chaotic as they get older. But for me, it's, you know, both monitors on for the kids to hear them, always up with Lily, get her downstairs, then a half hour later, Archie's up, start doing his lunchbox right before he's up while I have her, getting her a little nibble. My husband's helping me get him downstairs, and I make breakfast for all 3 of them. It's very important to me. I love doing it.
That's so sweet.
And it just, to me, feels like the greatest way to start the morning. And then it's like, feed all 3 of the dogs because we just got another dog, and then get Archie out the door to school. And, you know, but it feels like a whirlwind. It is so much work to be a mom when you are just trying to be a conscious parent to raise good, kind human beings.
Give me your opinion in the comments below. Would it be mom shaming if I said, given Meghan makes her own schedule, works very little, and does that work from home, and has a full staff, including nannies, cleaning people, cooks, etc., and still sent her children to daycare as young as the daycare was willing to accept them, at just 2 years old or so, that she is not allowed to bitch about how rushed her mornings are, and she is not allowed to commiserate with working moms? The way she described mom friends also really rubbed me the wrong way.
I love having mom friends. We need them.
Like being a mom, something she chose to do and has all the resources in the world to make as easy and excellent as possible, is incredibly trying for her. Best case scenario, she's just a bad actress trying to relate to customers she thinks are time-strapped, stressed out working moms. Worst case scenario, she had kids to check a box. Meghan pretends to be a modern, present, hands-on, hippy-dippy mother, but this attitude,
We need them.
became passé 10, 15 years ago. You can't act like some enlightened mom guru and act like this.
We need them.
She seems like a typical narcissistic mom, pretending to be the best at everything while actually skipping out on all of it. She talks about the joy and privilege of being a present parent, but I get the lady doth protest too much vibes. What do you think?
There's a real delight in being able to be a present parent. And it's a luxury sometimes because we all have to work. We all have a lot of stuff to do, but you can take a minute to just, yeah.
I think she needs to lean into the Desperate Housewives coded branding. I think there's a lot of comedy and, dare I say, authenticity there for her to build a fan base. The exasperated working mom image she's trying to cultivate isn't working for her because we all know she's not booked and busy. I don't think anyone has had the, what's the word? The daring do to brand themselves as an unapologetically, completely unenthusiastic, shortcut embracing lazy mom with a real sense of humor about it. I think a lot of people might actually really like watching a show like that. Something about low energy, low effort, low budget hacks the kids still really, really enjoy. Yeah, I think Megan would find more popularity and success with Bless This Mess style kids parties than Look for Less kids parties. I'm sure she would consider that an insult to her image and would never try it, but I do feel she needs to choose a direction here. Either go much more class or much more mass. The middle, I don't think the middle will sell. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you for part 3. Toodles! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.